Thank you for clicking on the video and welcome through the Stretford Lens. Now, let's get on with it because we've got a lot to talk about. This video is my thoughts and almost 5 things that we learned, or maybe it might even be more things that we've learned from the game against West Ham, where we drew 1-1. Very disappointing result, very disappointing performance, as often it is. So yeah, let's talk about it. Point number 1. I think we've gone so low under Ruben Amorim this and last season that the players don't believe in his system, his beliefs. They don't believe in it, and we're still papering over the cracks. Which, first of all, I don't agree with. The players should never throw a manager under the bus, even if they think they're wrong. That is your manager until the day that he is relieved of his duties. The players need to show that they care on the pitch, not after the game's finished when they sink to the floor and boot the ball away and act disappointed and clap the fans like, oh, well done. Thanks for coming out, guys. We're really disappointed. Show that you care on the pitch. That is what we care about. We love you guys. We love Manchester United. And it hurts us to see you guys play like that because we've got so much more quality than what we show on the pitch week in, week out. Like, the lack of intensity is abysmal. It is shocking. And we saw that in the first 5 minutes versus Everton. I was watching it with my dad. Slow pass, slow pass, slow pass, slow pass. Going backwards. And then we get put under pressure. And when we get put under pressure by people, we crumble. We are naive. We throw games away in like 10, 15-minute periods, no matter how well we've played. And when you get a slow pass in football, you'll say, you zip it back to that person. You zip it. You go, mate, fucking wake up. You wake up. You wake up. Who am I talking to? I don't know. I'm pretending that's fucking Yoro or Delit or Bruno or someone. I don't know. But we don't do that. We do the same thing that he did. Slow pass to him. Slow pass to him. Let's say it's Delit. Slow pass to Mazraoui. Mazraoui goes back to Delit, to Casemiro, then to Bruno. And what's Bruno going to do? His passing has been abysmal recently. And then before you know it, it's spread throughout the whole team. Your new players like Mbumo, Cunha, Seshko, it's even, you can see it in them now. Is that much of a disease that the new players that we brought in have already caught it? We've already seen it. We catch these bugs and we cannot seem to shake them. We're good at picking up bad habits. We're not good at picking up fucking good ones, though, are we? We saw it in the Everton game. We couldn't get out of that bug. Slow, dreary passes, negative football. I mean, Amorim literally said before the Everton game, we need to start this game quick, show intent, start at 100 miles an hour. And it was the complete opposite. So what is it? Is it the players not listening to Amorim, going, nah, we don't respect his opinion, which is disgusting, by the way. Do not throw your manager under the bus. We've seen that already. Or is it them still not being able to get to grips with this formation and this system and not understanding what Amorim wants from it? But it's the basics of football. Show you're up for it. You're at home. You should be the ones attacking. Do not sit back. The players don't look like they know what their jobs are. Still, 1 year in, we've had Ruben Amorim for 1 whole year. The new players, the old players that were there from the start, they all look like they don't know what they're doing. They're so unsure of what they should do that it creates nervousness around the team. You can see it. Now, I'm personally not a fan of this system, like a lot of you guys are, but it can be good. It can. But unfortunately, with the players that we've got right now and the players that Amorim chooses to select, it can only be good in like a 20-minute period. Over a 90-minute game, that's not good enough. We'll either play it decent for another 50 and then we'll sit back for the other 20, which doesn't work. Us in a low block, it doesn't work. We get negative. It's clear as day. The midfield gets pulled apart. The centre-backs don't know whether to step up or sit back. Like I say, we often sit back, which is not the right thing to do. And the wing-backs most of the time are just ineffective, which is important in this system because, in my opinion, they make or break this system and we haven't got the player profile for it. Moving on to point number 2. Ruben Amorim's substitutions. The idea of a substitution is bringing on fresh legs. So they should be fresh. They should make the team better, right? Well, our subs make us worse. Here's a stat for you. We've conceded 14 of our goals in the Premier League when Ugate's been on the pitch. And most of the time he comes on as a sub because he's not in that midfield two of Bruno and Casemiro, who are untouchable apparently. It's rubbish. The only person that comes on as a sub and has a positive impact at least is Mount when he doesn't start. Mount or maybe Maguire, but he's been injured for a little while now. So Mount and Maguire, they come on and they do that, but no one else does. And this is also linked to my point about Kobbie Mainoo. Seriously, what is Amorim's problem with Mainoo? It doesn't make sense. He's the only academy product left in the club that's first team quality, and he doesn't pick him week in, week out. In the press conference after the West Ham game, they were talking about the subs, and he was saying who would have been more attacking to bring on, Kobbie Mainoo. I'm sure you guys have seen the clip. And then he laughs. That is so infuriating to see your manager do that. It's just like, wow. It's brain dead almost. It doesn't... Why would you do that? Why? And then he says, I know you guys love Kobbie Mainoo. You guys all love him. He starts for England. But for me, it didn't make sense to bring him on or play him. So it never makes sense to bring him on or never makes sense to play him for you, Amorim. Really? Really? And guess what? He doesn't start for England. He doesn't get called up for England. And that is your fault. You haven't given him an opportunity. He was starting for England in the Euros. We played best with England in the Euros when Kobbie Mainoo was in the midfield. He's lost that role now. He's lost his role in the Man United side, and that is all on you. And you can't say it's like the Rashford situation where he'd go out partying and whatnot. Mainoo doesn't do that. He just plays football. He plays football, and you're not letting him play football. I think the treatment of Mainoo has been disgusting. It really is. And if he has to leave in January, I'll be so sad about it. But ultimately, that is what's best for him. It is at the moment. So the academy and the products of the academy, your Garnachos and your Mainoos, we saw it under Ten Hag. They were playing consistently. And they were playing well. Youth, courage, success. Amorim needs that fucking tatted on his forehead so he remembers what this club is about. He has to get the academy involved. He loves doing this thing where he'll call up your Cheetos or your your Cheetos and your Shea Lacey. That's it, Shea Lacey. Guess what? Shea Lacey, not a single second on the pitch, not a single minute. Cheeto last season didn't even get much of an opportunity at all. This season, he's had no opportunities at all. He's not using the academy, which is horrible to see. And he's becoming more unlikable, which is... He speaks well to the media. He does speak well, but I don't like what he's saying anymore. We're always reactive, not proactive. Sorry. And we saw in the Tottenham game and the Forest game, we let games slip in 10-minute periods, which is so naive, it is insane. And ultimately, it's still not good enough. It's not enough progress for 1 year in the job. 1 whole year. Does it look like 1 year in the job? Does it balls? And Amorim's stubbornness is going to cost us. It already has, and it will continue to cost us if he doesn't change something. Why don't you try Mainoo or Mount in midfield? Why don't you try that? Why don't you try Mainoo, Casemiro? Some people will say that's not enough legs in there, so put Mount and Casemiro. Bruno's not a midfielder. Play him as a 10. It'll be much better there. And try and change something. Please, try and change something. And there we go. Ran over. That was my thoughts on Manchester United versus West Ham and the current state of the club, really. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know what videos you want to see in the comment section as well. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time through the Stretford lens. Take care.
I step off the train, I'm walking down your street again, I'm past your